Uganda is currently experiencing the fastest rate of population growth, highly dependent on agriculture and livestock. Ticks and tick-borne diseases are some of the challenges which are currently reported to affect livestock production. It is therefore important to note that improving food security while safeguarding the health of animals presents an economic abstinent challenge. Scientists at Makerere University College of Veterinary Medicine, Animal Resources and Biosecurity are addressing this challenge through the development of the anti-tick vaccine to avert tick-borne diseases in livestock.
The progress of the project is that we have come a long way from the start when we first did the preclinical trials, and we also carried out the clinical trials. We did the stall experiments, and now we are going to the clinical trial second level, which we are going to carry out at Ngoma Farm, the government farm.
The anti-tick vaccine is championed by Professor Margaret Saimokawa, who is a principal investigator of the project and senior researcher.
In the first level of the preclinical trials, we tried this candidate vaccine in the mice. We carried out experiments in the mice, and also we carried out experiments in cattle, whereby we immunized with the vaccine candidate, of which we also attached ticks. We brought ticks, we reared ticks on rabbits, and we attached them on the animals, of which at the end of it, we found that the candidate vaccine was very efficacious, and it gave us good results, up to 86% efficacy.
My name is William Olaho Mukami. On this project, I'm working as production manager. The progress of this project so far is that we have produced the protein and carried out clinical trials in the small animals in the laboratory, clinical trials in large animals in the laboratory, and clinical trials in a few animals in the field.
Right now, we are proceeding on to the second level of clinical trial, of which it will be carried out at Ngoma government farm. But before doing that, we need to produce this candidate vaccine in a facility which is GMP compliant. For that, an MOU has been signed between Makerere University and ALFASAN factory. ALFASAN factory has been in production of veterinary drugs, but a line for the vaccine production has been created, and this line has been modified. The structure has been constructed and restructured so as to comply with vaccine production.
The vaccine targets 3 common ticks for cattle in Uganda, namely the madoadoa tick, which we call scientifically amblyoma. This amblyoma transmits a disease in cattle called heart water, which causes animals to run in circles. The other tick the vaccine is targeting is the brown ear tick. The brown ear tick scientifically is called Rhipicephalus appendiculatus. It transmits one of the most dangerous diseases for cattle in Uganda, which is called East Coast fever. East Coast fever makes calves to swell in the parotid lymph glands, or we can call it mumps. In Nyankole it is called amasho. In Luganda it is called amambuluga. The blue ear tick, or the one we call scientifically Buflus, transmits 2 important diseases of cattle. One which we call babesiosis, which causes the cattle to pass red urine. Then the other second disease is anaplasmosis, which causes animals to have a fever and anemia. Those are the common ticks affecting cattle and our farmers in Uganda.
Most of the machinery that are needed to produce the vaccine for the second level of the clinical trial have been purchased, and we have received some of these machines, but there are still some others that are still on their way that they have not yet arrived. But once they arrive, they will be installed and production will start so that we can take this candidate vaccine into the clinical trial level 2.
When we inject this vaccine in the animals, so far we have not seen any serious side effects. The adjuvant we use is approved by WHO, FAO, and OIE. The tick protein is very safe because the animals are used to the tick protein. So the vaccine is very safe for human and for the animal.
The main objective of the project is to develop an effective, affordable, and safe anti-tick vaccine that will protect cattle from the risk of acalcide-resistant ticks. This will greatly contribute to wealth creation by encouraging investments in the animal and livestock sector.
With the approval of the NDA, we shall proceed to level 3 clinical trial. In level 3 clinical trial, the candidate vaccine is taken to different farms, is tried on different farms and in different regions. Because the idea in level 1, you get to know efficacy, but using few animals. On level 2, you increase on the animals, and you are still evaluating the efficacy and in more animals. However, in level 3, that means now you need to take it into different environments to see how this product performs in the different environments. That's why we shall be testing it in different regions of Uganda. With the approval of the National Drug Authority, then the vaccine now will be ready to be, we shall now proceed to commercialization, and it will be registered, then it will be available to the communities.
On March 19, 20, that is March 19, 2021, Makerere University College of Veterinary Medicine, Animal Resources and Biosecurity signed an MOU with ALFASAN Uganda Limited as a joint initiative to address the problem of ticks and tick-borne diseases in Uganda.
We want to thank His Excellency, the President of Uganda, for the full support that he has given to this project, so that we are able to go ahead and test and evaluate, evaluate and develop this anti-tick vaccine.
The Vice Chancellor of Makerere University, Professor Barnabas Nawangwe, appreciated the government of Uganda through the President's office for funding this research. The Vice Chancellor named the anti-tick vaccine project as one of the most developed scientific endeavors in Africa. The Vice Chancellor also commended the project principal investigator, Professor Margaret Saimokawa, and the leadership of Professor John David Kawasa for reinforcing the implementation of this project.